Are you all ready to begin some adventuring?
Yes!
Can you please play the Aerois intro?
Yes!
Next time we do that, we'll try and make sure that everybody isn't laughing and talking over the top of it.
Narrating.
Narrating. Welcome to the very high quality production that is Hype Rollers. The skyship lurches and the world suddenly falls away. And you all awaken as suddenly the airship lurches in place. You begin to hear these noises of battle outside and cries coming from down below. What would you like to do?
I was sucking my thumb
Okay.
and cradling a little soft toy
Okay.
when I was woken up.
So the toy actually fumbles out of your hands and skids
Daddy!
to the floor.
Daddy!
What in blazes going on?
Find Snubbles! Where's Snubbles?
What are you talking about?
My toy!
I've got pink satin pajamas
Okay, just you're in pajamas.
with little sockies,
Clothes,
and
okay.
a hat with a bauble on the end.
Well, I don't know what that sound is, but it don't sound no good. And he goes over to his pack and pulls out what appears to be like a large crossbow, and he starts pulling out bolts and things like
You
that.
think it's turning to that already? Do we not have guards or something?
You're from the Sky Cities, ain't you, boy?
Yes, Gustavus.
Must have heard of sky pirates before.
No. Only Daddy told me the secrets and the stories, right? They're not real.
He sure don't feel like no stories, boy. And he begins like, heading up.
I'm so thankful that you're here, Arvel. You
All right.
protect us, right?
Shh, keep it down,
Okay.
boy.
Can I see his
Are you all
ridiculous
right?
pajamas?
Of course you can.
Oh, nice pajamas, pretty boy.
Thank you.
Really, really great. That's
Yes.
gonna help us.
I don't think now's the time to talk about fashion, but
Okay.
I appreciate your...
I'm just gonna start walking down the hall.
Oh, good, more muscle.
Another
Oh,
of
we
light.
really have to get into combat now.
Yes, hello.
Hi.
Do we have to? We don't have to, right?
What's
It's
happening?
optional.
Does anyone know what's happening? What's going
Not
on?
optional, pretty boy. It's not optional.
Well, it looks like you two have it quite figured out.
We need to keep you guys safe.
Yes, yes, excellent. Thank you, Sentry.
All you can hear is like some thumps and cursing from our room, and as I'm just trying to get dressed, like, damn it, God damn it, where am I? Ah,
There's something in that room. There's something in that room over there.
and then I'll literally just fall out backwards. Like, ah!
I'd probably trip over Nova.
Ow!
Fall over.
Sure, you can be prone.
I'm terribly sorry.
Get off of me!
How uncouth. Let's just see what's going on. Arvel! Arvel!
Shut your mouth.
I'm sure you've got this one.
Yeah, thanks, bird boy.
And does that count as a
As a bardic inspiration.
as a bardic inspiration?
I'm sure you've got this one.
I'm sure you've got one. I feel very inspired by that, Tom Hayes.
You've got it.
Oh, it's Shield of Faith bonus
Yeah,
action.
sorry,
Yes,
ignore that.
then
I-
you wouldn't
I-
be able
Okay.
And I'll leave it at that.
to. You just give us some verbal inspiration, not
yeah.
some mechanical
Thanks.
inspiration.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So
So at the end of plus 3 to this.
Whoops.
Ooh.
12, 8.
Does she
That was full damage.
Full figure roll.
Oh my god.
20 plus 23.
23 points of damage.
Yeah.
What? This kind of and the body is thrown flying backwards down the stairs.
I love you. That was amazing.
So you watch as he kind of swipes around, yeah, almost.
I'm going to throw out from my arcane focus an ice knife. So that was a 1.
So you watch as
It
he kind of
explodes.
the ice arrow, the ice knife, like you throw out this bolt of nice, this
Nice.
bolt of
Nice.
nice,
A ball, nice.
Nice.
this bolt of ice, and it kind of. You'll get used to that, by the way, new viewers.
Markisms.
I do that a lot. So you watch as this ice kind of explodes outwards. It covers Arvel, who's like, ah! And he like,
so I'm terribly sorry. I've only done this against trading dummies before. I'm sorry.
so you've just regained 5 HP.
5 HP.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm doing my job.
Yay.
What's that like?
You wouldn't know.
I'm surrounded by idiots!
Now don't be hitting nobody else. Hit the bad guy.
You're making me nervous.
Firebolt, no. 7.
You're making me nervous. And you watch as like it hits the wooden ceiling of the ship and just begin to like burn a little bit.
Not good. Arvel, use one of your shards in your leg and put it out.
He's like, I don't want to look up right now. I don't want to see it. I don't want to deal with it. Arvel is like, now are these things gonna melt out of me or what? He's just like, ah.
I've never done it on a human before. Dwarf,
What
dwarf.
does that mean?
It's usually training dummies or bags of sand. I'm sorry.
It's not the first time I've been mistaken for a bag of sand.
Really?
Sister! Are they after any of you? That was my first thought, is you're all a colourful bunch of travellers. Perhaps they're after one of you or something you have.
They might be after my business.
No.
You don't know my business. Sorry, that was very rude of me.
Looking
I apologize.
inside,
Does anyone have any plans? Because I think this might be a crash situation.
No.
what are you talking about, Aerois?
I don't want to alarm anyone, but I think this might hit the ground and potentially kill everyone on board.
Well,
The
technically,
young girl for the first time speaks and she's like, I think telling us that the ship is about to crash is pretty alarming in the first place.
Okay,
She's right.
well, don't worry. I'm sure it'll be fine.
technically,
We're going to crash.
technically speaking,
I've got my merchandise and I'm not losing out on my business.
Correct. Daddy would be so pissed.
So, at this point, what would you all like to do?
I'm running to the bedroom and I'm gonna ice myself to the floor.
Okay.
I get on an airship once and it freaking crashes. This
It's
is
the
bullshit.
safest way to fly.
This is bullshit. And I'm going out fighting.
Statistically, they are quite safe.
Thank you.
Doing a
Well,
courage check.
darling.
Okay.
Whatever.
What do you
Do you
reckon?
make it? I reckon it would be a wisdom saving throw. Wisdom saving throws versus fear, generally.
15.
Oh, that's in it. Yeah. Gonna break
Daddy
the
wouldn't
ice.
approve. It's for you, Daddy.
The axe kind of, it just kind of wordlessly kind of snaps its head around.
Wordlessly. I'm looking at you.
Soundlessly, silently. It's been a long week,
Marcus.
Tom Hazel. I've worked very hard on this.
Carry on, sorry.
Would you like to continue mocking me? No? Good.
Bonus action, place Hexblade curse on
Tom,
it.
do you want to make fun of Kim as well, or just me?
I'll instinctively chromatic orb it
Okay.
with a cold.
That's going to be at disadvantage because you're right next to it and it's a ranged spell attack.
Instinctively do something bad.
2.
2. 7.
You bring out this kind of gemstone and you kind of go through it.
Honestly, I could usually perform far better in less stressful circumstances.
I think we've weakened it now. You can smash it now. Smash. Smash good. Space smash.
Thanks.
That's very
Thanks.
inspiring.
Come on, Nova, you're smarter than this.
I believe you're very smart. You read a lot of bookies.
I'm going to
Thanks.
squit out some acid from my one of green gems.
splash.
Yeah, acid splash.
Okay.
We'll try all the different elements, and then that way we'll whittle it down.
15.
Oh, 15 just hits it.
God did a thing.
D6.
6.
Oh.
6 acid.
So you watch as this acid does seem to melt away at a huge chunk of this creature.
Acid. Effective.
Yes, it is.
Anyone else have acid?
No, you keep doing that, buddy.
I keep dropping
On
acid.
its
Yeah, if I go down now.
There's about
I'm still up.
3 devils on her shoulder right now. Go on. Go on. Do it.
Hey, shut up, I'm trying to read this.
Do it.
Shut the fuck up.
Lucius, you and the brother are currently unconscious and don't pull your cords. The rest of you are kind of free falling. What would you like to do?
Can we see them?
You can see that they are just like. Marvel, however, he's like fumbling with it. He catches it, but a wind current like blows him away from the group, and you watch him just basically he careens into a bunch of tall trees and vanishes.
Oh no!
You manage to.
Well, that went well.
Oh, boy.
Am I unconscious? Am I
Yeah,
coming,
you're
am I
still
coming
unconscious.
too?
Blissfully
No.
quiet. Oh no.
So have you just, like, slammed into the ground?
I assume I just like
You left. The glider
legs
still
go
has
over
the wind
their
in it.
yeah, just drags me in the
Picks you
snow.
up, Smacks you down. In that case, I'm just going to remove my backpack, I suppose.
Probably drowning in the snow.
I'm chasing after Lucius. Oh, wait. Come back.
I slip off a cliff edge.
One down. One lost to the parachute.
Just carries on going. yeah. Let me go. This little corpse just like parachute just dragging them.
Where's the bright one? Colourful.
You wake up probably after 10 minutes.
I had a terrible dream, Daddy. That we were in an airship and we crashed.
Oh, I can hear him.
He's over there.
It was awful.
It's fine.
I'm walking around in circles. closing my eyes really tightly, and then, nope, I'll wake up in a minute. This isn't real. This isn't happening. Daddy, not real, not happening.
Oh, it's happening.
Look, it's the big guardian in my dreams. Wonderful. Oh, you've got horrible things all over you. Let me just. I cast mending a little bit.
You can mend some of the patches, but some of them were blown off and lost in the ship crash.
Such a vivid,
So you've kind of got, like,
vivid
dents,
dream.
like-
Actually, you're quite strong, right?
I am.
Punch me in the face, and then I'll wake up, and I'll be back
I do not think
I
that
can
is a
punch you in
good
the face
idea.
if you want.
I do not.
right here.
You
please.
have already suffered a terrible head injury.
Really?
You should not. No more.
Very good. The nightmares they always have that big crash ending, and then I wake up, and I'm like in my pajamas.
I will not. She just slaps you around the face. Like,
Oh no.
this is not a dream.
I'm going to, in a daze, wander back to my parachute, kind of curl up in a ball in it, and just is a mound with me inside. You just hear
Just
some
crawl inside the parachute
and you just hear
on the
some
hard ground.
gentle sobbing.
Okay. I think he needs a moment.
He can have several moments. It's fine.
This will be my short rest.
Sure. You can take if you want to spend an hour sobbing, I will count that as a short rest.
I might just like sit on a rock.
But you get them
and
back
shut my
for the
eyes,
short
and then
rest
you just
'cause
like
you're warm.
You watch like the metal plates come over the eyes, and
Yeah.
you just see this faint glowing
Plug
from
yourself
inside.
in.
Yeah.
Recharge.
Well, that's
charging.
Parachute slowly move
like this
back
shape,
to the
like a
group.
ghost.
Just I'm crawling with the parachute on me back.
It's like really horrible hard ground. Like occasionally you put your hand down, there's like pine needles in your hands and
You
stuff.
just hear these like muffled like.
oh, please, Daddy.
It's better than he gets used to it now because, might be a while away.
I can hear you.
Oh, good.
You
It's
can
okay.
walk, yes?
Yes. I don't want to.
You're just gonna ruin your clothes though.
Oh, good point. I've taken my glovies off. Don't want them in the brambles.
Are you still in your pajamas?
No,
you got
actually.
changed.
Good.
My pajamas are lost.
I
just remembered that.
Tragic.
Tragedy.
They were so fetching too.
Well,
Really represented you as a person, I feel.
So,
Thank you.
So you
Yeah.
They were
only have
tailored.
what you had on your person.
We must get Harville.
we must.
He's a hardy man.
He did seem to. He helped us. I would hate to not help him.
It's only fair.
Can't leave him hanging.
He's not that far from us, surely.
Oh, I see what you did there. Because he's hanging in a tree. You told a joke.
Yes, yes.
When she says that, she means it in the most genuine way, but she's like dissecting it. Like she's not saying it sarcastically. She's like just working it out.
Oh,
You did a pun. Yes, I like that.
yeah, kind of ruined it when you explained it, but
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I just got it. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, it really brought me out of my mood.
I'm not actually out of the rock yet. Can they still see me? I haven't even acted yet.
But they're pretty perceptive. They're probably these
Not
far
as
too
perceptive
probably
as me.
Not as perceptive. Still means they're
Doesn't
pretty
cancel
perceptive.
their sight.
Yeah.
They have eyes.
See better than you.
I can see better.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Drop. Give us your things.
I will pay for all of us to just go our separate ways.
How much?
Well, I have some coin.
Good. All coin.
All coin!
All coin.
Are you mad?
Give
Well, you
now.
probably are. Okay. Put your brutish bows down. Let's handle this like people. I will give you coin if you let the rest leave.
Coin.
Very slowly giving it.
He just like grabs your hands and breaks it off.
Stop it.
Like watching
Could you point the way out?
We paid for your services.
You paid for life.
I think they're gone now. We can take them away.
Oh my god, it was too much.
Hey, you came in useful for once. Well done.
Can I roll a constitution check to faint?
Sure.
16 plus.
You managed to kind of keep it together. Like you kind of still have that. You want to keep a good impression still. So you're managing to say, but you're like trembling. Your hands are shaking. Like
This is why Daddy
Can
said
I like
never go
have a
wrong.
hand on Arvel and a hand like on?
yeah, you just like reach up. You
holding
can like essentially you feel this kind of like plated sort of like metal hand.
Oh god! Oh, thank you, Century.
Does anyone have any supplies, bandages, anything?
I never did my first aid course.
Anybody?
You could put them on your
7.
shield.
I think the
Just
two of
drag
you
that.
probably can over the top.
Fred,
Arlo, yeah.
Fred, I have an idea. You use the shield as almost like a trolley. You hold one end, you hold the other, and you put the dwarf in the middle.
I literally said
Then we
Did you? Cool.
what a great idea.
Well,
Then we
it's
change
possible, yaks.
You look atrocious, I must say.
I fell out of an airship, and then a bunch of wild elves, no offense, tried to kill me. I'm not surprised.
So did I, but I look great.
Do you though?
Sure.
I'm going to apply mending to his clothes.
Okay, yeah, you watch as like the threads kind of... Thank you, boy. That's mighty kind of you.
If I knew I could do that to your leg. Apologies.
That would be quite the feat. I'll need to find somewhere.
Daddy will know.
I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will.
We just have to communicate with him somehow.
Where is Daddy?
Gusthaven.
Gusthaven is very, very profitable because it trades with all different types of people. It doesn't just trade with the same people all the time. So it's very, very affluent.
Is
He's
it
so proud. Look at him. He's like, that's my hometown.
one of the seven cities?
Are we able to go to the ship to get supplies?
They're already there.
Right.
Probably a bad idea.
Daddy's back. Oh no. We need to go.
We
Money doesn't make the world go around. Well, it does.
It does for them.
But money is only going to take you so far, and you're going to run out. And then what? They're going to take your rings, and then your clothes.
I didn't run out
They're
of
just
temper.
gonna they're gonna just look at you, look at what you're wearing, and they're just gonna kill you and take it.
Well, that's extremely rude.
Yeah.
it's going to take us weeks to get to
Weeks.
weeks potentially.
I'm going to
even
be
get
salsa
gold
practice. Oh,
What sorcerer practice?
I have it on Wednesdays.
Well, you're going to miss it.
How many?
What
Well-
practice is it you're missing?
Sorcerer.
Sorcerer.
Yes.
Sorcerer. Oh,
Yes.
like the bzz,
Yes.
sorcerer.
Yes, how I mended to Arvel's clothing and whatnot.
Sorcery.
I am a sorcerer.
Sorcerer.
Yes.
They are perhaps a bit more seasoned on the ship. They would know what to do, I suppose.
I just pictured them with salt and some paprika and things like that on them. Sorry, distracted, seasoned.
Yes.
We have two choices here. We either go one way, try and find a settlement, have some shelter.
Folks around here, wild elves, they just come in, they take what they want, set fire to farms.
Clues in the name. Wild.
Thank you
Most
for your
barbaric elves.
observation.
Thank you.
Can we move?
You did
Regardless,
see some
so-
caves on there as well. I did draw them on.
Yeah, there.
Oh, I thought that said camp.
No, that's a cave. That's a camp. It says he
You're
drew.
cartographer, guys.
He drew a little
camp,
fire.
Yep.
All the same thing.
I'm sorry I'm not an artist.
We have an alternative plan now.
What's that, Quill?
There's
Plan.
a cave
We
in the
plan a door.
mountains.
I understood that reference.
A cave?
I don't know what's in
What
there.
are we, a bear?
Good point.
I cannot be held up in a cave.
Why not?
You can stay in the woods then and die to.
Okay, I'll go to the cave. That's not a problem, actually.
How valuable is valuable?
Very.
Is it irreplaceable?
Oh, yes, yes.
What exactly is in the chest?
Oh, it's just business.
Just
You wouldn't.
business.
You wouldn't like it. Yes.
Is it worth all of us risking our lives trying to find it?
Well, I'd be very grateful.
How
How grateful.
No.
I'd be handsomely rewarded.
We've already had to traipse through sewers to try and get that freaking chest.
Yes. What's another little skirt
No.
around an airship crash?
No.
He offered money.
Yes. Daddy will pay you handsomely.
What's in the chest?
Prototypes.
What kind?
Prototype cages.
cages?
Yes, they're on our way back. Well, Daddy wanted me to go on my first airship ride, and I was very excited. And I was like, yes, Daddy, I will go on this airship ride. That sounds fantastic. Also, I get to see some other towns and places. I've never left Gusthaven before. This is fantastic. But yes, he gave me responsibility for this bag to reach its destination.
Is Daddy going to be really mad if you don't
He'll
bring
be very cross with me, yes. He'd get into a strop for at least a week, and I wouldn't have any... I'd be housebound. And that'd be awful.
Grounded.
Yes, housebound. We don't like to use the word grounded. It sounds so barbaric.
I've been there.
That's like us.
Hey.
We're currently grounded because we're on the ground.
Oh, that's true. Yes! Yes! We're all grounded. Wonderful. Oh,
Dear God.
we're grounded.
But surely you would be happy that you had...
That was a joke, Sentry. Very good.
Surely
Is that correct?
It is correct.
Look how we all laugh
Your
together.
human module is working.
Ah, ah.
Look, my daddy is very clever. And there would be tracking, people would track, like your kind would probably know the airship routes, and my daddy would know that we're crashed and come save us any moment now.
Do you have much history knowledge?
I probably just was taught it,
But
but,
you've forgotten
it's
it.
like the boring lessons.
Okay.
So
So I think that is now time for a wee break.
A wee break.
A wee break.
I'm sorry, Kate.
So we're going to take a break. There's a fan art video, and when you come back,
Yes.
stealth checks from everybody then, please.
22.
18.
7. This is exciting though, isn't it? Trekking. Oh, sorry.
But
Brambles.
there's also a lot of
Everywhere.
Shut up.
Look at the size of that twig.
Immediately.
Sorry.
Do you think these trees are evergreen or deciduous?
Either way, there's
What are you writing, Nova?
I'm just trying to decide. Are they evergreen or deciduous?
I snatched the quill out of her hand.
Just get another one out. How many do you have? Well, you never know when you're going to need one.
She's quite right.
Stay away from my wing.
I don't know. Elves are pretty dumb. Elves? Wolves.
Elves.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Some of us are.
Some are.
Just straight over.
Well, how about you make fire and I make bear?
Fire bear.
Yes.
You hear them like, "Hoo!" And then you
Fire
just,
bear.
this large, silent bear kind of like looms up. But it seems to be enough that the wolf backs up.
Fantastic job, Nova.
That was brilliant.
Just like a bear.
Poor Sentry.
Your
Your
beginner's
dex
luck
modifier is 0, so it is a 1.
Oh,
Your beginner's luck has already worn off.
Sentry's slow. So you're down, but you don't take an injury. As Lucius face palms into the earth.
Face palms.
Face palms. Face plants.
9.
9. You're like, you're not quite sure what you're doing. Like
I didn't take that course.
you're trying to tie it off, but you don't quite tie it tight enough. You're slapping around the face, but nothing seems to be working.
Slapping him a lot.
Oh no, I'm like an old person. Oh my god, I've got so many tabs open. Please stop. Thank you.
At this point, the wolves just back off. No more combat. And Lucius is unconscious. It will take you an hour because you're technically short rest.
When he wakes up, I'll just be like, fire bear.
Well, you guys are going to take a short rest, or are you going to do stuff while Lucius is recovering?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, do stuff.
Can I?
Yeah.
Leave him.
No,
like,
I
he's
was
got
like,
his
just
head on a rock.
can I
Well, can I
carry
hear
him
anything
into
in
the
ship? Yeah.
into the
Yeah,
ship?
yeah, you can find like a drier place in the ship. You just kind of pick him up.
Yeah.
He weighs nothing. He's just like, poof.
the weight's all in the robe.
Yeah, it's all the gemstones. That's what the way it is.
Yeah.
And I suppose as
It's
we
his
go
coin
into
pouch is the heaviest part of it.
I might take a couple of those.
If I was to say Ayla, how would you look at me?
You can't, no, don't, no.
Well,
You
no.
either are, no, you either
no.
say it or you don't.
No, because I would just say Ayla, and then
Right,
after
then you say Ayla.
Act this out.
You look at Ayla and say, Ayla,
Yes.
how do you respond?
I literally no, I don't even say it in such a teaching sort of tone. It's
Okay.
just like Ayla, and how do you look at me? Literally just like, don't worry, it's okay.
I'm gonna look and see if we can find some stuff.
Yes, me too. You might want to put him down somewhere.
He's fine. He's inside.
You can find like some rigging that like you can kind of stretch out like almost like a hammock and throw him in there.
Just throw him.
It'll be fine. He's just unconscious.
Quill, we're taking this. We can build our own airship. I want to go to see the stars.
Like I said, this is not the only part of an airship. You need multiple parts. This is one of the main components, however.
I've been looking for one of these.
Have you? I mean, we're not going to be able to build an airship in a week and
Believe.
just fly to.
But this is the start. Every journey starts with small steps, and this is a small step. I'm taking it. Bye.
Okay, bye then.
Does she have anything else on her person, or is?
A small key, a small bronze key,
Probably to
like around her neck on like a long leather thong around her neck as a small key.
We knew where her office was.
Yeah, we passed it on the way out.
Yeah, it's on the bottom deck. But that's in the central area, so you'd have to make your way into the wreckage to do that. But you could do that if you want.
Okay.
So pleased with yourself, aren't you? Yeah.
I didn't even hear what you said.
It doesn't. You
Start the airship.
Good.
Oh.
So,
My immersion.
Look, Lucius, we found a power core.
Not right now.
And then,
Lucius, we also found these.
oh yeah, that.
There's your
Daddy's case.
your
I'll lift
personal
it up.
luggage isn't there, but the prototype case is there.
Thank Siaska, thank you, Quill. Nova, thank you so much. Daddy's gonna be so I'm so sorry, I'm so tired.
And we have a core, which is very heavy. The briefcase, which is another thing to think about carrying down to however long it's going to take to find this village.
We're doomed.
About 9 a.m.
It's only the morning. We've been here for
A few hours.
a few hours, and we've been attacked twice. And I've got a big cutty in my leg.
Man, that's really ripped your trousers as well.
I'm gonna mend it.
So we are being watched.
Oh no.
No,
Barbarians?
it's a young
Where did-
girl. She's just all in black.
Oh,
You mean Vala?
Yeah. Yes.
why is she watching us?
Why is she not with the others?
Maybe she just snuck off because she's a naughty child.
So we could use this as a teaching point.
Yes.
We could ground her.
Housebound.
But we're not in a house.
Oh,
We're already grounded. We're in the lowlands.
very good.
Now help me up.
Okay, I put one hand out and help you out.
Dainty. It's very dainty. Thank you, dear Quill.
Still don't know.
Let's go teach Vala a lesson.
How?
Well, we're talking to her.
Talk at her.
Yes, that's what you do when you teach someone a lesson.
After you.
Right.
Sure, I will read the scroll if you give me the 2 daggers.
Promise.
Out. I promise.
I'll give you one, and then you can read a scroll, and I'll give you the other one next.
Here, you can have the other one. I've got another one. It's far nicer too.
Wait a minute.
Like, she's like eyeing these up, like, yeah, baby, I got 2 knives.
As young as you are, willing to fight, which is a problem that I
No, she's
clearly...
halfway through her life. She's a human, right?
Well, yes, but... No, well...
And the hawk sees the group of you on the other side.
Cool.
And that's
Back
where we're
off.
gonna end.
Time to
today.
leave.
Oh no.
Boy.
Can't do 4 battles without a freaking rest.
Yeah.
1 HP.
Welcome to the lowland. But
Okay.
we have poor Tom Hazel all on his own. That's why I wanted to cut to that shot, because it's just like everyone to make a Constitution saving throw. Ayla and sentries.
Where are saving throws on this now?
Goody gumdrops.
Oh,
Oh, that one.
Okay. You run.
Fucking hell.
It's not that you fail to run with your saving throws.
I forgot how to run.
You guys can make a survival check as well for me.
Okay.
oh my!
I also rolled a natural one.
What? That is going to be stealth checks. Nova and Lucius, you are at disadvantage for being exhausted. 19.
5.
Okay.
We're dead.
So, this is what happens.
Are you all hidden?
You all, Nova, you feel something grab the back of your neck. Lucius, you're like peering out of a log hole, and this kind of tribal tattooed face with these Celtic rings just looks in. And you can see he just kind of grins. Do you want to give me a strength check? Disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Oh, thank God. I'm with the other wild elves, you see.
That's a very nice try.
Look.
The shaman holds up his...
No.
You say that we eat you, yes?
Oh, ideally not. Because that would be barbaric. Who does that? Really?
Out here,
Lucius.
you do anything to survive.
How about the following? If you hand me over to your leader, they're going to take all the money away, and what are you going to get paid? Nothing. How about I just pay you directly now, under the table, so to speak, and we died, and you couldn't find our bodies?
Make a persuasion, but with disadvantage.
Ooh! +5?
20.
You know magic?
Oh yes, quite adept.
What do you guys have on you?
A scroll of pedigree.
A scroll of pedigree. What's that? Like pedigree?
It's just like
charm?
basically, as he's doing this, the eagle swoops down and lands right on the log above Quill, and it like you see its head just like poke round. The one with the longbow then begins like moving up and like peers over the log and then just aims the bow.
Oh!
Another one.
Oh, who are these guys? Who are you?
Just like points the line.
Okay.
Up, Birdman.
Okay.
Nice, nice.
Having a sleep.
Who are these guys?
He looks. Yeah, they'll just basically throw you to the ground.
Wait, if we are to procure more magical trinkets for your pleasure, because we like giving all our things to you, where can we find you?
He just rolls his eyes.
Once Daddy gets here, once he knows that the airship's gone down,
This is different. I don't know the answers to all of this. I'm a scientist,
well,
you know.
let's take one thing at a time. As my nanny used to always say, you break the big problems down into small little chunkies. And then you take the first little chunky, and then once you figure that one out, you work to the next chunky.
Okay.
So the first chunky is we need to rest.
Agreed.
Agreed. Please stop saying the word chunky.
Why?
We ran off a little bit to the south, but I think I know how we can get back.
Follow the sound of flowing water.
No, that's wrong.
Right.
No water here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Complete idiot. So
We didn't find any supplies on the ship, though.
What about my briefcase?
Oh, well, good. Corin just kind of is like, that's good, I suppose.
Silver lining. Literally, it has a silver lining
Okay.
inside it.
Very good.
And this leaking pus, I think, it's making me feel quite faint.
Perhaps you should sit down with Arvel, Lucius, and I will try and attend
One
to
hit
you.
point. I still have a dagger and I have my crossbow.
Oh, okay.
You use it.
Okay. She takes it back, and it's just like, and just sort of sits there awkwardly.
I still have my dagger, and my crossbow, and my staff, and my swords, and my 10 guns.
And the most powerful weapon of all, knowledge.
Yeah. Pistol? No? Nova?
Daddy always says that those things about you, they're horrible.
Weaponry-wise, I have very little.
Perhaps then it should remain with Ayla for the time being, and she'll just take it.
That's not what I was getting at.
Oh, okay. In that case, yeah. No, I thought, okay, if you want to use it, that's fine.
Is there no plates or
It's like leaves.
cutlery?
Do you have a mess kit?
No.
I have an iron pot. Eat out of this.
What is that? I think I'm going to take my silk gloves off. I've never,
No, I don't.
touched the food.
Just lower your head and just...
I am a robot.
That's what birdies do.
Yeah, oh, yeah. You can do it, it's good.
I don't have a beaky.
Are you enjoying grubs?
Oh, I'm very much enjoying the grubs.
Like a spaghetti, like a big spaghetti.
Just put my head in the air and just slide down my throat.
So you have a scholar's kit, it doesn't come with a bedroll.
No, it comes with a little bag of sand.
It comes with a bag of sand.
Yeah,
That's
don't-
lovely. So yeah, Ayla's just like, well, looks like I'm the only one that came prepared. Like,
Ayla.
blanket,
Ayla.
rolls up.
Yeah, how much?
Good night.
For the... No.
Lucius, you can take the second watch?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Can you make a perception check for me, Lucius?
I'm exhausted.
You are exhausted, so you have disadvantage.
But this would be...
Night
Oh,
one.
lovely.
Oh, no.
So
I stay asleep.
you're you try and stay awake, and you're like,
you got
you're
this.
just so tired, and like your arm still hurts from the wolf, and it's just this place is so horrible, and you're just like, oh, if only. And then you dream of like soft, fluffy pillows and Daddy cheering you on, and oh, it's lovely. And we're gonna take a break as there is rustling in the bushes nearby.
Good!
Friend?
Take a
It's
break.
friend.
Good!
You find that some sort of small animal must have come through the camp. It's
Cheeky.
probably like nicked some of the remains of the food.
It is so difficult to trance without my bed.
What do you mean?
Sentry's like, you said that you would be watching,
Yeah.
Lucius.
Oh, I did. Oh, yes, I did. Great. Are we dead? No.
I see.
Thank you, Sentry. Oh, I like Sentry a lot.
Thank you.
Isn't she just so nice?
We could have been attacked.
Yes, what do you mean? You were sleeping. I was
Taking watch.
scouting.
I have been charged to look after you. We are not going into some elven camp where you will be at risk. That is not. No, I'm sorry.
You know what, Yusef, you're right. Vala, I've had some thinking about this. I've meditated, I've tranced, and I really hope we don't see you at this camp. Okay?
She like looks at you.
Wink. So, those of you who are adept, Ayla, for example, how do you stop the overwhelming feeling of an absolute meltdown? Because I don't like being here at all.
Don't be a wuss.
That doesn't help. But thank you for the attempt.
Deep breaths. In 4, out 4. Do you know how to count to 4?
Absolutely. Who do you think I am?
We just need to fly into the storm, as it were.
Oh.
But afterwards, we'll come out free. Yeah.
Please, can we go? Please.
Quite the poet, Quill.
Sounds like we need to either take out the sentries quietly, or
Going guns blazing.
yeah,
What's the name of the guns in this?
Thunderstone. Thunderstone.
Going thunderstones blazing.
Well, I've got one.
Thunderstone's rumbling.
Going thunderstones rambling.
Nice.
Retcon 3 times.
He's just gonna make a stealth check.
Oh dear.
It's a natural 1.
Oh dear.
So this is all gonna come down to if she can take him out with this one attack. Cool.
Oh no.
To roll
We
some
are the
initiative.
worst.
Would you say that now is an emergency for the gun?
Just blast him.
Okay, I'm going to pull the gun and aim it at the shaman and
Okay.
sort of wince and pull the trigger.
Okay. 8. So you aim this thing, you close your eyes, and you pull the trigger. A thunderous boom, like a bolt of lightning hitting the ground, erupts throughout the wood. Just
Much
and it blows your hand like your hand goes shooting backwards as the bullet just flies off into the air. Like the kickback on this thing was nuts. Like you weren't expecting it whatsoever, and this incredibly loud noise erupts all over the place. 3 points.
Is this burning?
And you can see like as he's kind of like lanced with this white hot flame, he's just like
Flame!
Nova.
They're both going to die. What do we do?
We killed a bear. We killed a bear.
Well, I think that this is the top of the round. We're probably going to have to see this next time. See what happens.
Buddy. You must save Sentry.
I can't. I have no spells.
You're useless.
I'm not
I'm going to run this way.
Use your body.
Over.
So you run over to Nova, basically.
You must save Sentry.
Damaged. First level spells are higher. You will learn this one day. Cantrips it doesn't work for.
Dang it!
Both arrows just into the trees around you.
Nova, save me
You
now.
hear like these pings going off all around. You see a young girl, 14, with black hair and purple eyes. She's holding Tiangong in one hand, and she has your arcane focus in the other one.
Did you grab my scrolls?
There is no response to your lack of scrolls.
I need those.
She's cool. Can we swap Quill?
Let's check the range of Sacred Flame.
Is this burning?
Is this burning an eternal flame?
A sacred flame.
That was beautiful. Give me your hand,
Don't start.
darling.
Talking of hands.
What? What?
Sacred Flame.
Well, I guess we don't leave any survivors.
Wow. Fucking Nova the scholar, just like,
I'm
get
very
no loose
angry.
ends.
I'm
Yeah, sure.
very angry.
By
I've
all
had a
means.
very bad couple of days.
Sure. I mean, this is a site of a bloody massacre. There are people that have been like ripped apart by magic. There have been people that have been torn apart by, weapons. Ayla's hammer. Like one guy has his entire head like crushed into the ground.
Are we the bad guys?
And you try and kind of catch her eye, but like Vala's just looking at the ground, or like probably looking towards the dead body, and is just like.
I'll try and break that line of sight by
Like
getting on the
into it.
floor
Uh-huh.
and trying to do a thumbs up on the floor.
Her eyes kind of like flicker, and she looks at you, and she just kind of like nods.
I do a wave.
She just kind of like gives you a little nod and a half smile, but you kind of see it's a little bit forced. And then you kind of hear like a from Yusuf, who's like looking at you.
Oh, I didn't notice you there.
Sentry is just kind of
Surrounded by
like.
bodies and sentry.
You just knocked my dice.
You want to re-roll?
No, 14 and 15 is the two of you?
No.
No.
5.
15 is me.
Okay, and you got 5. Okay. Lucius more gets in the way than helps. Lucius is just kind of like, oh, it's so dirty.
I'm gonna
Like, it's
absolutely
filthy.
avoid all bodies.
Yeah.
And just be like, and really skirt
So you
Just
kind of go into
the
their
outside.
settlements. You kind of go into these like wooden shelters, and inside like they smell of like dead animals, sweat. You kind of gingerly like lift up a few things, and it's just like animal hide beds and straw, and it's like. Ugh.
Do none of these wild elves know about cologne?
Way through Nova, you don't have any shame. Like you don't have any shame. You don't mind going through their things.
Yeah, she'd return Lucius's money.
Okay.
Be like,
So you
Oh, thank
I
you.
found this.
Oh, wonderful. Do you want it? For the payment?
Yes.
Maybe I could divvy it out with the group.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Honestly, it's such a burden, and it kind of weighs down one side. You know?
I'm really strong. I could carry it if you want.
That's true.
I like my
There you
cut.
go.
50 gold.
What?
That's what I mean.
She'll give Nova 25.
Thank you.
How are you all so calm?
I like it.
We just killed like.
Oh, this is how I'm processing.
Honey.
Oh, Birdie,
Oh yes,
could you do me a favour?
maybe.
So, I'm going to burn the bodies because it's quite a mess, but I don't want to look at it. So, could you put your wing in front of me and kind of guide me around so that I hit the right spots?
So I watch you pick up the bodies.
No touchy the bodies. No.
So what do you
I'm
do?
going to firebolt them, all of them.
Individually.
Yes.
While not looking.
Sentry kind of
Yes.
looks over.
In a
it's like,
forest.
Right.
Tom, Mike, is it plugged in?
No.
This guy.
How does he do it? How? We've been doing this for years.
Literally years.
He takes over our
Every time we take a
shots.
break,
So our plan was.
Do you need to go for a wee?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm
Okay.
clear. I'm clear of.
I will turn this car around. There is kind of like head bowed teenager apology of like, I'm sorry, I just wanted to help. And
What a quirky bunch.
Yeah.
they all are.
I'm just gonna go up to Lucius and be like, "Do you think she's grounded?"
Oh, absolutely.
That sounds
we're
like
all
a grounded voice.
we're all grounded.
No.
You see what I mean? I did a little funny there.
Oh, the funny.
Yes. Because I come from the islands above.
Yes.
We're very aware.
We're never gonna forget that.
I feel like you made that joke yesterday.
Yeah.
What day is it?
we must simply do our best to return to civilization and put this behind us where we can.
Yes, let's not end up like them. No offense.
You can't just say no offense when you're saying something offensive, boy.
What do you mean?
Yes, that.
You're not quite like them, though. Not quite as smelly.
That's still pretty offensive.
What do you mean?
You're being really offensive.
Am I? Oh, I'm sorry. I genuinely didn't mean to. You're not like them at all.
I just don't care.
You're good.
don't care.
So she's not offended.
Other people might be though, and that could result in your face getting smashed in.
Yeah,
Oh.
that is a good point. If we come across people like this, they're not going to take too kindly to you. Even if you say no offense, they're probably still
Oh, I'll just offer them coin. That's what I'd do.
Yeah, no.
I wouldn't say anything.
I worry
awful.
about you.
What happens
In-
if your
in this
coin runs
environment.
out?
What? Coin? Run out.
Daddy's
a
not
novel
here to give you
concept.
anymore.
What happened if you were stuck in the lowlands? Let's conduct a scientific thought experiment right now. Say
Yes,
you were
let's do that.
stuck in the
That's
wilderness, in the lowlands,
Yes.
for the next 100 days, and you lost all your money on day 3. How long would you survive?
Well, this is a science brain experiment. 100 days is ridiculous. Daddy would find me by then. You'd probably
What if
find
he
me.
doesn't find you? That's the parameters of the experiment. He doesn't find you, and you have no money.
Well, this is such an absurd circumstance. I can't possibly think logically beyond Daddy not saving me in a few days.
I calculate the probabilities would be you'd be dead within 2.5 days.
2.5.
That's a bit much. I wouldn't give him that. Less.
Lucius, when we crashed, how long did you think it would take for your daddy to find you?
Well, it's only been a day, right?
But when we crashed, how long did you think it was going to be?
Well, immediately, but he's probably quite busy with meetings and such.
Busy enough to.
Well, birdies like you are probably just whisking away right now, flitting to Gusthaven to tell Daddy that an airship's gone down and his little sonny is stranded with a strange bunch of people.
Again, that thing where you keep saying things, I don't think you realize that you're saying things that might cause offense.
What like?
I don't know, I'm kind of strange.
I was talking about
Anyway.
the wild elves we just butchered in cold
Yes,
blood.
yes, yes.
It just looks like it's following you. You're not even sure it can understand these things you're saying. It's just like following you. It looks like it's listening, but like it doesn't show any sign that it's understood anything you've said.
It's like Lucius.
Mini me.
Wow.
I walk over closer to it.
Yeah, okay. Give me a stealth check. Are you trying to be sneaky? No. Okay, so you probably get like within about 10 feet before it realizes, and then you just hear, and then scrambling off into like the night, just like.
But that was
Bye.
Very wide river flows out and to the north.
On the way, I'm gonna go to Sentry. It's like, oh, look at you, it's such a mess. I'll do what I can on the way to just do little mendings.
I am very appreciative. It was in my, needed to present myself well in my previous duties, so I am very grateful for your help.
Previous duties?
She's like, yes.
I'm sure you'll explain to me some other time.
I believe that we have more important things to focus on.
Quite. I like the sound of that water up ahead.
Just for my notes here, for my travels and all that, what is your name?
Oh, my name.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Have I not said my name?
You don't
Birdie.
have Birdie.
Well, I'm Kilek Adkalar.
What?
Has no one asked? Have I not introduced myself?
No.
In fact, I'm not sure if we've all shared our names. Some of us have, I believe, but...
How rude. Let's all do introductions. You start.
Okay, well, I'm Kilek Adkalar. I am an Aarakocra. Can you believe it?
Birdie.
Yes. My friends call me Quill.
Hi, Quill.
Hi, Nova. You next, I suppose.
I'm Nova. Hi.
Nova, you've got a surname?
V'ger.
Beeger. Fascinating. That's a lovely name.
Corin looks over, is like, that's a Vortensar name, I believe, yes?
A what?
Vortensar.
What's that mean?
It's a city.
Oh, lovely.
It's a nice city.
Whereabouts?
In the...
Does it float?
No.
Doesn't float.
It used to.
What?
And then your buddies, old buddies, really old buddies, brought it here, and it doesn't float.
What on earth are you talking about?
Did you never hear of the Jasavir experiment?
The what?
The Jasavir experiment. You're educated. You should have been taught this.
Yes, by factual things, this sounds bizarre. So you had a floating island.
Did they maybe not teach you guys about this?
Okay.
Just walked off.
5. So Ayla just walks off, like, while you're having this conversation.
How fascinating. You must tell me everything you know.
So while you guys are doing that, yeah. You can't wade out too far because it gets pretty deep. You maybe catch like one, but then you kind of slip a little bit and you plunge into the water. You just literally like grab onto like the nearest rock and haul yourself up, but you are currently completely drenched with water.
Meanwhile, I'm just
And you're
babbling
just like
away.
pulling yourself like up onto the bank like, ah.
I'm still going on about high elves.
But I got a fish though.
One fish.
That's my breakfast. Sorry.
So a very soppy, very soggy-looking Ayla comes back over. She hands over this blanket, and you kind of begin patting yourself down as you cook
It's a
this fish.
strong river. Don't go in there. Just as a.
Looks like it.
No,
a warning.
that sounds very wise. Thank
Yep.
you for letting us
I
know.
tested that. It's fine. It's all good.
Excellent. I am Lucius Viren Eluminelalasto.
Slower.
We're still here. Are we still in this conversation?
Apparently so. Yes.
You're next.
Ayla, thanks. Let's move on.
My professor always says that if you got time to complain, you got time to read.
Oh, I complain a lot. I should have done a lot of reading. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I don't know what you guys are like, but you know when you just stay somewhere and there's books, you just buy them and then read them, and then you're trying to travel, but you have too many books, so I send them home.
Yes, no.
No?
Yeah, no.
Just me? Okay.
That makes you very special and unique. 2 days, just before I die, apparently, according to your experiment, Daddy will swoop in. You can all come to Gusthaven for dinnies.
That sounds great.
Why?
It's never going to happen.
Why are you joining us?
What if Daddy went to the airship? Oh no, he's waiting there.
He is very clever, and he would have his scouties with him, and they would notice our tracks, and that the wild elves came and tried to take us away and kidnap us. He'd figure that all out, and he'd know that we'd be heading towards the town.
But we're walking further away from where Daddy will save you.
Did I not just make myself clear?
That they will
Did I
find us.
stutter?
It's just, has this possibility crossed your mind?
I don't want to face reality, Will. So let's just smile, catch some fishies.
Oh, of course. Maybe he'll be waiting for you at Rose Hall.
Maybe.
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 I feel like
Almost
you're building
definitely.
hopes.
Arvel is shaking his head like,
As long as I build his hopes
Don't
to the...
Every time we
can
we're coming
hear
to a
you.
city, every time we come into a
Absolutely.
city and Daddy is not there, we're gonna have to deal with it.
As long as he loses hope in a city rather than losing hope out
That-
here.
I mean, that's fair.
I mean, it's-
It might be quick.
literally like, yeah, he's looking at you.
He'll be there.
He might be.
He'll definitely be there.
Like, just like robot face, just like, I am very confident that we will arrive where we need to go.
Thank you, Sentry. This is the kind of attitude we need, this kind of expression. Everyone say a little positive thingy, and then together we have lots of positives.
Okay. Well,
I have fish.
You have a fish, and you've had a bath. Some kind.
Yes, quite refreshing.
Birdie?
well, we're out of the woods and we're on the way to civilization.
Yes? Excellent. Nova?
As my professor always said to me, for me, it is far better to grasp the universe as it really is than to persist in delusion, however satisfying and reassuring.
That was a lot of words.
I don't actually know if that was positive or negative.
I stopped listening
lost track.
almost instantly.
Knowledge is a positive thing. And she was taught something, that means she's educated, which means she has learned something and it's enhanced her life.
Which means we are all smarter for having Nova here.
Exactly. She's got knowledge.
Aw, you guys.
Yes. And you're all with me and I've got money. Daddy's coming. Excellent.
Go team!
Wait, your positive is that Daddy is coming.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I've got his briefcase.
Please, Mr. Kalar, please.
No,
Let's just have this food.
What's your positive thing?
Yes, Arvel.
I'm not dead, but thanks to y'all, I've just got a broken leg and a bleeding something.
Bleeding.
I'm not bleeding anymore. Let's put it that way.
Something's leaking.
Evangeline and I we've been together since my days in the Harvest Guard. Holds a very, very like he fucking loves this crossbow. He's just like, yeah.
Does she talk to you as well?
Don't be ridiculous, she's a crossbow.
No, I just thought the way you talk about her, maybe she's sentient, like Tiangong.
What?
You talk to your sword and it talks back.
Sometimes. It's not really words.
Right. Well, I don't know. Evangeline doesn't talk back to me.
My hammer is like covered in mud and blood.
You gotta
and
take better
stuff.
care of that, darling. That ain't no way to be treating a weapon.
I'll get to it eventually.
Well, you know, there's plenty of great smiths up in Goldthrone.
Or you could carry it into the river and fall over again.
Vala kind of quietly comes up and takes a bunch of food out of the bowl and then just kind of slinks back and kind of sits.
Hi, Vala.
Oh, in that
Hi.
meantime, I was trying to say hello to my arcane focus.
Hello.
It doesn't say anything back. Computer? Hello, computer. Very good, Star Wars.
Vala. Hello.
Yeah, hi.
You didn't say a positive thingy. You've met some new friends.
Who gave you a 9?
She kind of like looks over and then she's like, oh, I did get a knife.
2 knives.
And Yusef is like, what is that? What do you mean that you have a knife? And then Vala just kind of looks.
Had.
What do you mean?
She found a knife on the ground and we took it off her immediately.
Oh no, I gave her a knife.
Oh
No, don't worry about rolling, Tom. What do you mean?
Yes, she needed defending.
Vala like looks at you like, shut up, like,
It's quite the knife.
shut up. And then she like looks, and then Yusef looks at her, and she just holds out a hand. I don't think that you should have something like that.
Self-defense.
That.
We are in the wilderness.
She could use it to cut up her food.
Yes.
You may keep it until we reach the next town.
Yes, keep your one knife.
Didn't you have another one?
For God's sake.
Vala's just like, no, I gave that to Nova.
Yes.
Oh, my apologies.
Nova's just making a face of
Deception check.
like, oh
Give me a deception check.
no.
You've got charisma, you're a warlock. You should be fine.
I rolled a 2. That makes 5.
Yusef looks at you, isn't sure. Anyway, shall we continue on our journey?
Absolutely. By the way,
Oh, no.
before everyone goes to sleep,
11.
I'm past 2.5 days.
So let's hypothetically change the parameters then. I've analysed how you managed to survive so far.
Yes?
Daddy's still not here.
No?
You have this amount of rations and this amount of shelter. I reckon 5.9 days.
From here or from 2.5 days ago?
From here.
Oh, that's optimistic. Good night.
Ayla, you watch as these 6 goblins just like rush forward, like in a kind of incest kind of like thing. They rush into
what?
the like they're incest with like this energy.
Oh,
they
incest.
Yeah, they kind of just like
I thought you
rush.
said incest.
No, they just don't. They don't incest. They are incest with energy, and this.
Like, that's awkward.
They rush into the camp, and 2 of them are going to rush up towards you. 2 rush over towards Lucius, but the other 2 just set upon the bags, and they're just like ripping into them. That's going to be 13 points of damage.
I'm down.
You're down?
So goblins are like. Rah, 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 rah.
Already back.
Jeez. I would like to cast Toll the Dead, please.
Okay, is it a
So,
saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
DC
wisdom on a goblin.
DC 13.
Oh, I rolled a 5 and that's -1, so yes. So you kind of raise the sword and you hear this dung. His head explodes.
I caused 10 points of damage.
Cool. Yeah.
Fucking
it's
hell.
dead. We'll end this session with these 6 goblin bodies as Lucian's eyes like.
What a nice dream.
That was a nightmare.
Lucius, Daddy flew by and got them all.
Daddy!
Yeah. So, at least I haven't been driven mad like some people around here.
Clearly.
I know. I can hear. I can hear him
madness.
giggling all the way over here, in the other tower. I don't know what those 2 are up to.
Yeah.